a girl with confidence. When I got with my like hips and take a sip on it. Take a trip on it. When I got who can go slow. Wind it up one night.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ray. A lot of you guys know me as FS Professor. If you're here for the first time, please like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and share the content with people that also might be interested. So I want to try something different, guys. I have been thinking, on how to help people because like I always do, I get a lot of questions from people and I try to pay attention to people and I realize that a lot of people struggle when it comes to top-down analysis, when it comes to looking for confluences, when it comes to how to approach the market. So I decided to come up with this. It's like a series kind of thing whereby I am going to be analyzing the market during the week. Okay, it has to be during the week when market is open. I'm going to be analyzing the market, show you guys what I'm looking for, show you guys the setups that I'm looking forward to trade. Also talk about the confluences that I will be looking for, the things I like to see before I execute. I get asked a lot from people about confluences. People ask me, how many confluences do I need to have? What should I need to do? What do I need to do? What should I look for before I take a trade? So I believe if I do this regularly, show you guys how I come up with my analysis, what I'm looking for, what to see before I place a buy or a sell, it's going to help you guys understand and have an insight of how I approach the market. Every trader is different. We all have different approach towards the market. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is pretty much going to be how I approach the market, not how anybody else or whatever the society is doing, just how I like to approach the market in my own way. So, and also, it's not just going to be technical analysis. I'm also going to be talking about psychology. I'm going to be talking about my struggles during the week if I have any, right? If I've had any. So I'm going to be talking about my struggles during the week, if there is any, my losses, if I do have any, my winners, everything really, the mistakes that I might have made during the week. I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. So it's going to help you guys have a realistic understanding of what market should look like. A lot of people think some people don't take losses, but at the end of the day, we all take losses. It's part of the game. So when I feel like when I show you guys more of these things and talk about more of these things, it's going to help you guys build confidence in yourself, because it's all about confidence. A lot of you guys are good traders, but you don't have that trust in yourself. You don't have that confidence. You don't believe in yourself. You think because somebody else is driving a bigger car, is driving a fast car, then they're better than you. It just turned out to be they're not. They just might have enough trading capital, but you don't have that capital. That's the difference, okay? These people that are trading with millions to billions, they might just be making 2% a month, 1% a month, but that's a lot of money. But you, with maybe $100 account, you probably banking 10% a month. You are a better trader. So when you guys need to learn to develop confidence in yourself, and I'm gonna start with the analysis today. So I don't have a name for it yet, so I need you guys to help me out. So if you have suggestion on what we should call this whole thing, please put in the comment section. I'm gonna pick up a name in the comment section on what we should call it. In my head, I'm thinking something like a technical Monday, technical whatever, but I don't know. Help me guys, help me. So put in the comment section what you think we should call it. So I'm going to pick a name, and if I pick what you suggested, you're going to win something from me. It could be my course, it could be money, it could be crypto, I don't know. But you're going to get something. It's going to be a surprise. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys would love this thing. I don't want to commit and say it's going to be done every day, every week, every whatnot. I don't want to commit, but I will make sure I show up regularly for you guys, because I have other commitments as well. So, and I hope you guys enjoy this. So thank you guys for watching, and let's jump on the screen and get started. So welcome back, guys. So to start with, so far this week, I have only traded once. I traded on Monday, and I haven't traded since then. I saw other opportunities, but unfortunately, I missed them. What I took during the week was let me share the setup with you guys. Was this setup, which I also shared on my Instagram. and a lot of people took this trade with me on Instagram. It was a simple one of my strategies that I like to trade. It works mostly, not just what it works during London session, right? So Euro NZD, you guys know me that I trade Euro NZD a lot. Simple analysis, nothing complicated. I was able to identify the Asian range, and I waited for liquidity to be taken below the Asian range, and I used the pivot as additional confluence, as another support, and I took my trade right after um, the rejection of the pivot. And what did I do? I target the next significant level, right? And the trade went amazingly well. All right, it got to target, and I exited the trade, and that was it. And to add to the confluences that I saw this head and shoulders pattern, the head, left shoulder, and the right shoulder. So price came back to form the right shoulder before breaking the neckline, which we know as liquidity area. This line right here. So this is for you. This is for you guys to understand that retail trading works, smart money works. It depends on how you approach the market. A lot of people try to make people feel like retail don't work. It works. Retail is still smart money. It's just that people call things differently. This is inverse head and shoulders, right? Inverse head and shoulders. But then people try to make it look like all these things don't work. So for me, my trading style is hybrid. I had the smart money with retail with indicators. I put everything together to get more confluences. The more confluences you have, the more confidence you're gonna have in taking a trade. Even if the trade is going against you, you have that confidence to hold because you've done everything that you need to do to execute. So it was very simple, and yeah, I made good profits from it, as you guys could see. And I placed my SL below this pivot. I used this pivot as additional confluence, like a barrier protecting my money. So that was it. So I haven't traded since then, and I missed an opportunity yesterday. I woke up to pray, and I saw the opportunity around 4 a.m. during Asia session. But then I wanted to take it, but and that was GBP USD. I really don't trade GBP USD, but this one was like really, really good. So I really wanted to take it, but then I was like, let me wait for London session to open because I might be manipulated. So I set up a pending order, right? So what happened was I identified this order block, right? You guys should know how to identify order blocks, right? So I identified this hourly order block. But in my head, I was thinking, maybe I should refine this order block, refine it. So I went to lower time frame. I went to 30 minutes. So I refined this order block around here, make it this. Then this order block is in confluence with my pivot. So I set up a pending order for price to come back to this level, to come into this pivot, then buy from there, targeting this level here, which was exactly what happened. But unfortunately, price came down, but it was like a 4 or 5 pips away to my entry. It didn't trigger, and it boomed to the upside, which is okay. But then more confluences, you could see price reacted to this 200 EMA. So I use two indicators. I am a price action trader, guys, but I use indicators to add more confluences. Okay, I am not that type of trader that will say, don't use indicator, don't use this, don't use that, this don't work. Nah, the more confluences you have, the better for you. So price reacted to this 200 EMAs, then boom to the upside. So it turned out to be price respected the 1 hour order block instead. I've always said to people, the bigger the time frame, the more reliable your confluences are going to be. So price respected this this 1 hour order block more than pushed to the upside. And also right here, this we have our liquidity, so all this liquidity was taken and boom to the upside. But the good thing is, I think this setup was shared in premium. because I have traders in Forex Life that I coached myself, that are in charge of premium. So I think this setup was shared in premium. So technical flaw. Let's see. Yeah, so it was shared in premium. PeakFX, the technical analyst in premium, used this 1 hour order block instead, right? So boom to the upside, and I think he shared the setup since yesterday. Actually, he sent his setup to the group yesterday, right? This was when he sent it, right? POI 1 hour order block. But for me, I refined the order block into 30 minutes. That was a mistake that I made. But my people made money. It's fine as long as they're making money. I'm good. Okay, so I am not that. I'm not. I'm not pained. Another opportunity will come. People panic if they're not confident in themselves and they think if they miss an opportunity, another one will come. If you're confident in yourself, you're definitely gonna have the eyes to see more opportunities in the market when they come. Anyway, so that's it so far for what I've done. Generally, my week has been okay. I've been following my plans. I've been doing everything correctly. When I miss this opportunity, I didn't cry over it. The whole me will be crying, and but anyway, so now let's get on the chat. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. So to start with, I saw this setup earlier, CHFJPY. I don't normally trade it, but I will just share the setup for sharing sake for those that might be trading this currency pair. So, anyways, right. So looking at this right now, yeah, we're on a 1 hour time frame, but let's go to the daily time frame first. Let's try to do a top-down analysis, right? So looking at the top-down analysis right here, what do you see, guys? You see that market trended to the downside, right? Looking at this right here, we have this trended to the upside. And if you're looking at it from the retail side of things, you would kind of like call this manipulations or whatnot, but we don't necessarily need this, right? So market trended to the upside. We're expecting price to push to the upside to test this trend line or whatnot. It might not, but from the retail side of things, but we're expecting price to push to the upside, right? We have this support level here that price rejected before pushing to the upside. I don't trade this pair, but if it was EN and I saw the setup, definitely it was definitely going to be a buy for me. But I don't trade this, so I didn't even say it. Right. So now looking at the daily time frame, what we also have, we have imbalance, which is currently being filled, right? This year. Imbalance is being filled. So confluence number one, guys, you know, we expect imbalance to be filled. So it is being filled as we speak, right? So which is really good. Uh all this bunch of liquidity was taken. Um all this bunch of liquidity here was taken, which is also good. Which is also good. I like what I'm saying so far. Then now we expect price to come into this rejection block here, right? Which is going to be in confluence with this trend line. Fine. So we anticipate price to push into this level here before we take a sell. Now the daily time frame is already giving us what we need to see, right? So let's go to 4 hour time frame to see if everything is making sense. Now on the 4 hour time frame, no, right? Now the fair value gap is a little bit different here. So we're gonna do something like this. It's still currently being filled. This is the same another fair value gap. We have for those that don't know what fair value gap is, it's called imbalance. Okay, that's inefficiency in the market. So that is also being filled. But I'm gonna take this out because I don't want my chart to be too messy. I've got OCD, So yeah. Anyway, so right now we want price. I'm gonna refine this to this. Now, what I want to see, I'm going to take this trend line because I like my chart to be plain. Like I said, I've got OCD. Oh, one more thing, guys. If you look at this, all this level here, right? This level here, all this bunch of liquidities here as well. They've been taken liquidity, right? So now, depending on how you want to draw the chart, right? You might use a line or you might use a zone. I like to use lines. I like my charts to be plain. So I'm gonna use line. So this is resistance broken, a retest turn to support. If you want to capitalize on the upward movement, you might look for something like this. You might want to look for something like this. You might want to look for a correction back into this pivot or 200 EMAs or this support, then buy to this level. One way to approach it, right? You might want to do that if you see this play out, okay? But if that did not happen, then you want to wait for price to come into this level here, then you sell back into this, right? Or because we have this here, this could be liquidity there, yeah, liquidity resting above our level. So the smartest way to do it would be wait for this liquidity here to be taken around here. Then boom to the downside. So you want to be looking for something like this. Okay, you want to be looking for something like this. I don't move the market. I don't tell the market what it should do. If this plays out, then this is what I'm looking, to do, right? But if it doesn't, fine. This is just my analysis, not a signal, guys. This is just my analysis on CHF or JPY. Okay, so that is it. Let's look for something else to analyze. Okay, let's check. Let's go to this one. USD CAD, CHF. Let's check Euro NZD, guys. Right. Oh, I've already mapped out this ones already. Right. So what I've done here, I've identified this level here. Okay. This level is great. Bunch of liquidity is resting above this level. It's all about liquidity, guys. Once you understand the concept behind liquidity, everything becomes easy for you. So we have this bunch of liquidity resting above this level here. So in my opinion, I would prefer to see all this liquidity here taken into this pivot, then target this. I have a long-term sell bias on this pair. I still expect all this. Let's check the daily time frame. Okay, I have a long-term bias on this pair, but then I will take my profits around here, this level here, then maybe scale up if I see something like, what have I done? Maybe if I see like a break of this level here, a break of it, a retest of it, I can then scale up to this level. But on the 1 hour, I want liquidity to be taken into this pivot here, right? So I want to see this. I want to see this before I sell to this level here. I can then scale up, like I said, if I see a break and retest, something like this, add more sell to it. Okay, so that's number 2. Let's check one more currency pair. I don't want to make this video too long because I know you guys' attention span is very little. So let's look. I don't have much on this currency pair, to be honest. The only setup I had was this, but then we could see now this level has been, I'm going to take this out. This level has been mitigated already, so it doesn't make sense to me anymore. So the next level I'm going to be looking for, if I want to buy, would be something like this. Maybe something like this. Right. This level has been mitigated, fine. So maybe something like this. Maybe another pull to the downside, then, because I still want this thing to, if I go to daily, I still expect it to come to this level here. All right. So maybe, another buy to this level here. But in order for us to buy, we want to see a little bit of pull to the downside before taking another buy opportunity. So these 3 pairs I'm going to be watching closely. Today is Friday. I might not trade them. I don't really trade on. Today is Thursday. I really don't trade on Fridays. But I will see how it goes. I hope you guys are able to pick up one or two. This is my first video. It's gonna get better. And again, it's Ramadan. I'm fasting because you see me in my jalabia, so I'm a little bit tired and weak. So it's gonna get better. This is the first video, and I hope you guys, you guys are able to understand briefly how I look at the market. But as we proceed in this, I'm going to be going in depth, into proper analysis, do more currency pairs for you guys. This is just like an introduction to have an idea, for you guys to have an idea of what you should be expecting. So guys, don't forget to give me your suggestion below. And if if you want to join the premium channel where we share our analysis regularly, send me a message on Instagram, fx.professor. Also follow me on Instagram where I always show my analysis, my setup regularly. You might learn one or two. I share tips on Instagram, fx.professor. On Twitter, it's also fsprofessor. Or check the description for all my socials. Okay. And thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in another video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.